Yo, we here, man. We here. I'm about to set up, man. Give me a second, man. You see what the behind the scenes. That's saying. See what my behind the scenes. I don't even have the cord for this, man. Damn it. You heard? I'm on helmets today. I got some fire topics to run off. We're gonna get to all of that. I'm gonna talk a little bit about some boxing. This ain't really gonna be one of the boxing lives today. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna. This ain't gonna be a boxing live today, really. I'm gonna just talk about some stuff that I see taking place with the media at some point during the live with these agents and these, these people that they always be trying to put in position. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. But as far as like right now, I think what's going on with the boxing, as far as the Keyshawn Davis situation, I kind of slam dunked that already. I slam dunked that to the point where I think I got guys that was attempting, like I said, they was trying to pop out this weekend and cover boxing, right? Which they did. They covered boxing, right? Which is cool, but I made another statement in boxing, right? I be making statements. See, my motion hit different. I'm not like these guys, man. These guys, their motion ain't the same, man. So I tell you about these guys. I'll be like, yo, these guys, I set that up under 3 minutes, man. I'll be like, yo, these guys, they do a whole bunch of nothing. I'm fine. How will you hit the like button? I'll be even better if you hit the like button. If you hit the like button, I'll be even better. So why don't you do that for me? Hit the like button for me. I'll be even better if you hit that like button. Right? You hit that like button. You make my day even better. Likes go a long way. So why don't you hit that like button for me? Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Do that. Man, this is always doing this. Alright, hit that like. Let me get a sip of my coffee. And then we're gonna get the cooking. I'm gonna go live on StreamYard. I think the more times I come down here and I get on my boss wave, right? Because this is a boss move down here, man. That's why I said a lot of people that sit online, I don't even think they're workers. They're program followers and stuff. So they don't even, like, if you're a real boss, They don't even know how a boss moves, man. They be so caught up on smoke and mirrors that they don't even know how a boss moves, man. They don't even know what a boss looks like, man. Right? That's my new hashtag, undercover boss, man. Undercover boss. They're so used to being programmed by agents and frauds, man. Man, that's big. Yeah, Wu did his thing, man. That's why I made it my business to keep highlighting that brother. Because, like I said, how him and his team moved over the weekend, I was thoroughly impressed, man. Thoroughly impressed. All right, before I get started, though, I want to go and get something. All right. Let me go see something real quick. I'll be right back. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm gonna
Okay.
just.
Yeah, because I
Go
want
out
to use the
again.
bathroom. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm about to get started, man. I want to go check something out, though, before I get started. Beginnings, man, right? Board is right here. I ain't gonna use a board today, but right here, man, I started out with one of these. I started out with one of these and built a media company. Now look. Now look at me. Now look at me. I come here and do my thing. You see, you do have options, man. Source experience, man. Don't be fooled by smoke and mirrors. Undercover boss status, man. Real bosses do what they do, right? Agents are put in position and can be canceled at any point of the day. When you are your own boss and make your own motion, they've been trying to cancel me forever. But in order to cancel somebody, you gotta put them on. I put myself on. Hopefully you caught that source. Humble beginnings, man, right? Board is right here. I ain't gonna use a board today, but right here, man, I started out with one of these. I started out with right, child, I'm back. I wanted to go get some notes. Well, not notes. Like I said, I'm gonna take my time today, and when I do finish covering certain things, I am going to check it off. Right? I'm gonna check it off, man. What's dope, right? I've been coming here now, roughly, I want to say like a year and a half now. If you remember, I started out in the basement, in a little booth, right? Now I'm upstairs, right? I don't come all the time anymore. I come when I can come. I do a lot, but I've really been going a lot harder, especially because, like I said, this comes underneath the conglomerate of what I'm growing. Like I said, I have a team with me now, so feel free to donate, man. We also have the nonprofit too, but the nonprofit is separate from this, man. Got a little Joe in me. That's coffee. For those of y'all that don't know, man. Yeah, I'm about to get started, man. A couple topics today. On StreamYard as well as YouTube. I see the Lord Jamal. I want to talk about Lord Jamal. Lord Jamal is trending. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then I'm gonna do some pre-recording too while I'm here. I'm gonna do some pre-recording while I'm here. Knock all that content out, man. Right? Now, this live stream right here is gonna offend a lot of you boxing people, because I'm gonna talk about some of y'all. Because like I said, I just feel like a lot of the boxing people that they try to put in position as far as media, they not really it, man. They not it. And not only are they not it, a lot of these guys are agents, man. And it shows when they try to like throw them in the lane or thrust them in the lane, it don't work. It doesn't work, man. That's my coffee, man. Appreciate that like, man. Yes, top of the afternoon or morning, right? It's mid-afternoon now, right? It's afternoon. Salute to all those that rock with the Motion Talk. This is the Monday morning. I have a couple topics that I'm going to get to, no particular order. If you are rocking out over here, appreciate you. I'm live on StreamYard as well. This right here, I'm going to touch on a little bit of boxing because I think, like I said, shout out to Rodney Rice and Nair Albright. Thank you for sharing my content. It has sparked some things, and that's all it takes is sharing our information. And by you guys sharing that content of me giving my assessment on what was done to you guys and the actions, the disciplinary actions, and if you had done that, the what would have been done to you guys. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Once again, shout out to Transformer Troy Isley. For those of y'all that have been underneath a rock, and you know, I don't think y'all are underneath a rock. I just think that, like I said, when you know my slogan, it's cool when they do it. It's cool when they do it, right? But when a brother like me steps out, like I said, I'm a boss, man. I'm a boss, man. A lot of you guys don't know what a boss looks like, man. Because like I said, most of you guys are crash dummies. You guys are followers. You guys are jealous fans, right? But I'm a boss, man. And as a boss, you can see my brand right there. Shout out to family. Transformer Troy Isley, all on the big screen. Now, I seen the fights this weekend. I had plans to go down there, right? But I worked 7 consecutive days. I have to take care of business as a boss, right? Running my own companies, right? So I did not have the leisure of driving down to Norfolk, but I had all intentions to, because I told you I had a major announcement, and this was my major announcement. As you can see, my brand, once again, and that is not Jihad Tucker. Because a lot of times you guys was always saying I was riding Jihad Tucker's wave. This is not Jihad Tucker. I want to add that once again. But this is another future world champion fighter carrying my brand and logo into battle. And it's like I told Troy, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, good brother, for letting me be a part of your journey and your vision. Because undoubtedly, I do see you becoming a world champion. And I just throw this into people's faces who attempt to compete with me, who attempted to try to outshine me or act like they do the things that I do. Well, here's something else for you to attempt to do that I have done and accomplished. How is the content looking now? Yes, how is the content? Yes, appreciate you, CW. You are definitely a part of this as well, good brother. Just know that. Know that, CW. You are a part of this. You are definitely a part of this, good brother. Right? How is the mic sounding, CW? Am I sounding good? Oh. How's the mic sounding, CW? You definitely are a part of this too. How is the mic sounding? 1 2 1 2. Hold up. 1 2 1 2. I like to introduce myself. It's Big Sauce. It's Big Sauce. Yo, if rap was a game, he'd be MVP, the most valuable poet on the MIC. If rap was a game, he'd be MVP, the most valuable poet on the MIC. Yeah, shout out to Troy Eyes. I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of content with that, man. I'm just, stretching it out, man. But, man, I was like, I didn't really know he placed my patch right there, right? Shout out to my sister. My sister hit me up. And because I was watching the fight, you see I dropped the little video. Me and Reem was in the room. We was in the room in the Saw Studios room watching the fight. But my sister hit me up. Look at the haters. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. You're a hater. You're an exposed hater now. Don't call me because you see me live. You see me cooking and you knew you couldn't stop the motion. Don't call the phone. But my sister hit me up, super excited, right? She was excited, and that's what real people do, right? Whenever they see you shining, it's like my man CW said right here. Let me pin that comment. Let's celebrate. Yes, real ones celebrate. Fake ones are fake. They're like, I'm gonna get to these people in a second. Let me check this off my notes. They are like the agents that they try to put in place. And we seen a couple of agents come out, finally attempt to do media scrums and all type of things, right? But one thing about when you are put in position and you don't earn your position, oh yeah, look, see they on some BS, man. Why do they keep attempting to try to mute my mic, man? Let me see, maybe all this shit is tangled up over here. How's that now, right? One thing about when they put you in position, right? You're not gonna get nowhere because it's not in you. It's not on you, right? You know how many years they've been trying to cancel me, but they can't figure it out. Like, I know that right there got them sick. Cause like I said, that's not Jahad Tucker rocking the brand. I know that got them sick right now. And wait till they see I got more and more fighters now, man. I got more and more fighters. That's why I've been saying major announcements, serious inquiries only. If you really want to get down with the movement, holla at me, man. I can work some things out for y'all, man. But it's Mr. 15% now. It's no longer 10. It's 15%, man. But thank you once again to Troy Osley, family, man. Family. But yeah, my sister called me super excited. She was watching the fight and she see Troy wearing the brand, right? Cause I told her, I gave her the heads up. I was like, yo, you're gonna see my company all on ESPN again, right? And I thought Troy would have had me on the back side or something, no Diddy, like on the back, but he had me in the front. Look at that slot right there. Now, if you guys want that slot, maybe I could get that for you for his next fight. But you got to come with the increments, man. I think that was the Source special right there, man, right? I thought my patch would have been on the back, right? But it was right there on the front, man. And these guys probably jumped on live. When they seen that, you know, the jealous fan zone committee type niggas, they seen that shit, they just jumped on live. But that's what they do, right? It's smoke and mirrors. They think by not watching you is not supporting you. See, you guys didn't watch me, and I still ended up here. I'm here in a studio setting, right? With no views. I'm there on ESPN with no views. That's why I said the typical YouTuber that sits online not only doesn't know how a boss moves, they don't even know boss moves. Catch on to that sauce right there, man. Catch on to that sauce, man. But I want to say congratulations to Troy Isley, also Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason, big things are coming for you, young brother. And well-deserved you, Abraham, Amir, all 5 of y'all, man. Y'all get y'all name, because look, they all got A's, man. It's all A's. Straight A's over there, man. Those are my family too, man. Good young set of brothers, man. Got love for those guys, man. Got love for those guys, man. Maybe they need to give the Mason brothers the same opportunity that they gave the Davis brothers. Because Abdullah said something, and I like it. I like it. I'm not going to play it. But Abdullah said something. He said, they tried to get him to do the crab in the bucket move, right? Didn't they? Right? Did y'all peep that? They wanted him to down talk Keyshawn Davis, right? They asked him, did you hear what happened? How would he know? He's fighting. He's doing him. He said, yeah, I heard about that. No comment. But me and my brothers do not move like that. And yes, you guys don't. You guys are honorable, righteous soldiers. And that is why I represent you guys as well. Because I remember being in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when you were 17 years old. Now you are 21. Look, let's see how fast 4 years goes by. But we was all eating together. And I remember Pops. I respect Big Pops, man. Pop is my guy, man. Pop was like, he was asking me, right? He was like, yo, if I say sauce, right? I said, yo, they know me, Pops. I said, yo, they gonna front like they don't know me. Some of these clowns will probably talk about me because they really want to be me. They really want to step and march like me, but they don't have it in them. But they know me. Everybody knows me, man. Right? And that's when I got that first drop, man. Y'all know that drop I'm talking about, right? With the Mason brothers this was the original drop, man. The original drop right here, y'all. I got with the Mason brothers, man. The Mason brothers, man. We was at Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Abdullah said, it was Abdullah, Amir, and damn, y'all see, I don't want to call him the wrong. It wasn't Abraham. It was the second oldest. And they said, shout out to So Podcast, right? Those were my guys, man. And I shot Abdullah's fight. He knocked dude out in the first round. I didn't get a lot of frames because the work was quick. But I shot Abdullah's fight ringside that night, man. And the rest is history. Yes, Mason is the man. The Masons. The Mason brothers, man. Good set of brothers, man. Speaking of them, let me go over here to their page, right? Let me highlight these guys, right? Before I get to cooking on Lord Jamal. Right? If you don't follow this page, definitely follow this page. And I'm going to show you all the brothers. This is the page to follow. That's Abdullah. Here's Amir. Here's Abdar. Look, I follow them all. These are my family, man. But I'm going to show you all the brothers. They just recently fought. They need to put them on. I'm from what I'm hearing, I think they're on their way, man. The Mason brothers, here they go right here. Follow these two right here, Abdel and Ibrahim right here, right? That's Abdel, that's the youngest. And here is Ibrahim, right? Follow these guys, man. They need to give these guys the same opportunity that they are giving the Davis brothers. Here they go right here, yeah? This is the youngest brother right here, man. He's the youngest. There's Adel and Ibrahim. Good family, man. I love these guys, man. Solid brothers, man. And here's I'm gonna go to show you my man Amir. Me and him was in the gym in the morning, right? Right? This brother right here. Where is he? Right here. That's one of the coaches. Me and him was in the gym every morning in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That was my routine. I'll go in the gym, get on the elliptical for a little bit, then I would walk the golf course, 18-foot golf course. This right here is in New York. This is New York right here. Here's all five of the brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all five of them right here. This is the Mason mob, man. And that is Pop Mason right here, man. The Jackson 5, but this is the Mason 5, man. So top rank, man. If you're gonna do the brothers again, maybe invest in these brothers right here, man. But hey, what do I know, right? How does that sound, man? Give y'all a little bit of boxing. Give y'all a little bit of boxing. 6 in the building. Wow, we're cooking. I didn't even share this yet, and I got 6 in here, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. That's the Mason mob, though, man. Cleveland is in the house, man. But definitely follow all of those brothers. They are honorable, righteous young men. Ibrahim, right? Right here, right? Amir, Abdullah, Adele. Look, these are the brothers right here, the Jackson 5, man. But they are the Memphis, the Mason 5, man. The Mason 5, man. Here, let me show you their different pages right here. Follow these two. They all fight, man. Follow these two right here. Look, you see, I follow them all. Right? Oh, man, his page is unavailable. He must have got a new account. But here's Ibrahim. He's the youngest. This is Abdullah's younger brother, man. The youngest. See, look, see? You see how I know the brothers? Look, what's it says? The youngest of the Mason brothers, Ibrahim, right? Doc, right? These are my guys, man. See, his page is no longer up, man. I don't know, he probably took his page down, but they all get down, man. Top rank, man. If you're investing in the brothers, these are the brothers right here, man. If you are into investing into the brothers, these are the brothers right here, top rank. They are right underneath your nose. Abdullah's on the verge of becoming a champion. Just saying, man. How is the content looking, y'all? How we looking? But this is the Mason brothers. Definitely follow their page. Righteous, honorable brothers, man. Get with them now, man. Don't wait. Like I said, man, prices are going up. Do not wait, right? Get with them now, right? Or be sorry later, right? Or be sorry later. Or be sorry, right? All right. So this weekend, I'm gonna start off with the boxing because once I switch gears, I'm gonna get off of the boxing. So this weekend, I was hitting my man WCS up, and I don't wanna misquote my text to WCS, right? Because I seen something, right? And I was like, I told WCS, I said, see, that is why I made my transition, WCS. I was like, I do not want to be considered media like that, right? Because I said, I see how they do with the media. They find these puppets and these agents, and they try to just put them in the lane, and they try to give them your persona, act like they do what you do. But when you see them in the field, not only can they not perform, it's like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I text WCS, I said, yo, man, did you see that 50-year-old in the media scrum? I was like, it's good to see these guys finally attempting to get out and do some of the things. But not only that, it exposes the jealous fan zone community of YouTube boxing. Because when you see somebody finally get out of bed, right? I'm gonna say that. You got out of bed, all right? You got out of bed, right? Or you started to crawl, right? And you guys are high-fiving and cheering that on. But you'll see a guy like, I'm going to shout out my man WCS, because WCS has been in the field much longer than me, with many accolades. You know, he has a catalog of catalogs, right? But yet, I say to myself, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do, right? Shout out to Finesse 2 times Soldier Hat. But when you see some of these guys finally doing media scrums and getting out there and rubbing elbows in the field, but you have a guy like WCS and myself who have done this, and then we come on YouTube and you get the trolls and the jealous fans. They always want to talk about the views, but I'm like, I still haven't seen you guys really get no views. But the guys that you talk about, they are room raiders. They're sitting in rooms, hotel rooms, doing 2-hour live streams, right? Let me put my feet up. Hold on. I want y'all to see this, man, right? When you're like, look, you see me put my feet up? Right? Put my feet up, man, right? Because when you see these guys finally come outside, right? And then it's like, and shout out to WCS, because WCS said that to me about maybe 2 years ago. I was giving certain people, because I'm not a hater, man. I was giving certain people they props. And WCS said something to me, and now that I'm a little older, man, and I'm 46 now, right? I'm on my OG shit, right? He was like, man, they ain't doing nothing, right? Right? And he's absolutely right. You ain't doing shit, man. For real, man. Go put in some work, man. I gotta sound like the OG now, man. Go put in some work, man. Go do something, man. Go snatch a purse or something, man. Go snatch a purse or something, man. Get out of here, man. Yo, Carlito's voice, man. Yo, get out of here, man. Scram, man. You're not like me, man. Right? But yeah, they finally getting out of bed, right? But the thing is, they're getting placed and put out of bed, right? Like the dude that said I was a weirdo. They put him in position. These niggas are dry haters. Their content is dry. Right? Their content is dry. You know why? Because they are not the chosen. They are not, like my cousin Nasir would say, they are not God's sons. They're not it. Right? And the ones that are it, right? and this is to all the honorable and righteous out there. Continue to keep putting in your work. Like Bill Haney said, continue to keep popping it. Because one thing about putting in your work, when you put in your work, they can never cancel you, they can never discredit you, and they can never front on you, right? I still front on Earl Spence and Derrick James to this day. Why haven't they ever came at me? Because you know why? My uniform, my jacket is solid. I am honorable and righteous. Nobody ever put me on, but the man up there, the creator, has put me on. And when I walk with him, right? CW, if you're still in here, I know this might sound like I'm taking you to church, but I'm not taking you to church. When I put on my weapons of mass destruction and my armor of God, and I walk out there, the devil and the devil's workers have to fear me, because they know I will strike them down with the hands of God. And you heard my young comrade, family say, yo, I do my talking with these. I don't want to talk to you right now. What did he say? I don't want to talk to you right now. I do my talking with these. And that's how I march. That's how I march. And they could never cancel something that they never put on. Hopefully you are catching this sauce. Salute to Bruce Gas in the building as well, man. I got my feet up, man. Look, I got my feet up, man. You can do that, man. You can do that, man. How's the content looking now, man? I'll take some constructive criticism, man. Please, let me know, man. Somebody let me know. Am I cooking? Am I cooking? Right? Am I cooking? I want to say something. I seen the guys getting at my boy. Let me pull his page up real quick. This is boxing. Look, I'm giving y'all boxing. I'm gonna pull up my boy PJ. PJ said that Jihad Tucker fought like the drunken monk. PJ. Here he is right here. Prentice, man. Prentice is a cool dude too, man. Now, I seen Coach Anthony, they was getting at him because they was trying to say that Tiger wasn't listening to him. He is a very passionate coach. But shout out to the OG right here. That's Prentice right there. This is the OG Sappho, man. Sappho, shout out to him. I interviewed him. He's like 70 plus something years old. Teacher trainer. He's one of the roots, grassroots of the Cleveland area. Terrell Goucher, Prentice, Tiger. What's my man? I got him on the page too. The young boy right here. Damn. I'm drawing a blank, man. Big, strong kid. He's one of their fighters too, out of Cleveland, right? But I see they was getting that Prentice because they was trying to say that Tiger was not listening to him. Tiger was listening to him. You know, like I said, the boxing game is a cold game, bro. It's cold, man. And a lot of times, even the players that's in the game, they will be jealous. They will be jealous, man. And it's just that, yo, Keyshawn said this when he did the interview with the guy, the guy over there. And he said that the boxing game is crab in the barrels. And it is, man. It is, right? Because a lot of times these guys, man, for whatever reason, they just have that, even the coaches, right? It's like they have that jealousy in them, right? Dante Benjamin, here goes Dante Benjamin. That's the other guy out of Cleveland with Saffron and them as well. But it's like, dude, you don't have to knock the other person, but I think that's just black people in general have that crab in the barrel mentality. But that's a loser mentality, to think that you got to pull somebody down to come up. A lot of times when you pull somebody down, or you attempt to pull somebody down, you're not pulling yourself up because you're not doing a pull-up. Did y'all catch that? Did that make any sense? Am I cooking for y'all or what, man? Did that make any sense? Look, y'all are in here. Y'all are scared to comment. I get it, man. But the only guys and people that's going to comment are the ones that have been here, that watch the journey. The guys who stay in the shadows, or, you know, like I like to call the golems, the gremlins, yeah, y'all not going to comment. Because y'all don't want the people to see y'all in my chat. But y'all are over here. And I can pull up my stats and analytics to show that. Yeah, I can. But shout out to PJ, man. Prentice, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, man. They hated on Jesus. Right? So if they not hating on you, you ain't doing nothing right, man. You definitely doing something right, man. You're definitely doing something right. Media agents is what they are. Your man about fucking the boys is one of them, but he's a crash dummy one with no motion. He has no motion at all. He's part of the fuck nigga shit over there, man. He has no motion. He tried to run with my shit today, right? Oh, they're gonna sue. Yeah, they're gonna sue, motherfucker. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they sue? Why wouldn't they sue? And look, I didn't even have that in my notes, but I'm gonna put this in, right? I seen them trying to say if Albright sues, it's like Devin Haney suing. And negative, right? This is why it's not like Devin Haney suing, right? Devin Haney suing is him suing because he felt the dude was on the drugs. Nair Albright, if he does put in a suit claim, it's total opposite. Why? Because Nair Albright was contracted. Look, there's nothing on this, but he was contracted, right? I should bring the board over here, right? Hold on, let me go get the board. I'll go get the board. Look, I'm gonna really stunt. Because y'all can see the board over here. The behind the scenes ain't gonna be able to see the board. Yeah, I'm in front today, y'all. Look. Y'all see the board? I got the board out, man. Y'all see the board right there, right? Yeah, y'all see the board. So look, I'm gonna bring the board out, man. Right? Nair Albright, this is the contract right here, right? Nair Albright had a contract. This is his contract to fight Calvin Davis, right? Pay attention now. And his contract was the terms, 10 rounds, contracted weight, 140, glove size, yada, yada, all those things, right? Upon completion of the contract, of the fight, which they did, right? Nair Albright and his team are in their locker room. This is their locker room right now. Y'all see that? This is their locker room over here. They are celebrating, right? This contract right here, Nair Albright was an independent contracted worker, right? Now, I'm going to put this in layman terms for you. Nair Albright was a landscaper. He wanted to do a couple of accounts, one account in particular. Upon completing his job of cutting the grass, right? He cut the grass at this account. After he cut the grass at the account, the homeowner's nephew pulled up, right? He pulled up and he said, yo, man, I don't like how you cut that grass, right? Now, this is the nephew of the contracted work that Nair Albright did as the landscaper, right? He was paid the contract to cut the grass. He cut the grass. The nephew pulled up and said, yo, man, I don't like how you cut the grass. He attempts to get into a confrontation with Nair Albright. Upon attempting to get in that confrontation, he headbutts Nair Albright. Nair Albright completed the job that he was hired to do, cut the grass. He was headbutted. Thus, right over here, now he has been assaulted, right? Now, this had nothing to do with the terms of him coming to cut the grass and doing his job. But upon completing his job, he was headbutted by the nephew. Pay attention to that. Now I'm going to tie it into the boxing. So he did his job. He fought Calvin Davis. He was successful in winning the fight. He's in his locker room now. He's in his locker room celebrating as a professional contracted fighter, right? Upon in his locker room celebrating, in comes Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis goes up to him and physically headbutts him. Now, Nair Albright, by all means, is in his legal rights to sue, which he should do, and I believe they are going to do. Rodney Rice and that promotion, they're probably going to sue because, yes, he signed up and signed a contract with terms to fight in the ring. After he got out of the ring, he was physically assaulted. Physically assaulted, which had nothing to do with the contract of his terms to fight, which he completed. Hopefully y'all are catching this sauce, man. So they are in all rights to security, right? Security, right? And if you pay attention and you watch the content that's out there, I believe y'all have been watching it because, like I said, most of y'all just sit online and that's all y'all do, right? If you notice, Nair Albright posted a picture or videos on Fight Hype where he was escorted out the arena with security and police. You know why they did that? Because they know they already are, they fucked up. He was physically assaulted already. He was physically assaulted. And that's why I did my part on my platform that nobody claims they watch. But shout out to Mr. Rice, Rodney Rice, sharing that, because I said, damn, if Nair Albright did that, not only would he have been locked up, he would have been blackballed. He would have never been given another opportunity to even fight on that type of a stage. They would have been like the big dogs. Top Rank, PBC, Matchroom, Golden Boy, Queensberry. The big promoters would have been like, yeah, if you put this guy on the card, we will not do business no more. He probably would have been on the rinky-dink circuit, no disrespect, you know what I mean, the lower tier circuit, getting fights like that. But as far as fighting on these big networks with the promotion and TV slots, never again. Never again. That's why, I want to see what disciplinary actions is taken against Keyshawn Davis. But hey, what do I know? How's the content looking? My man said the sauce is hot in here. I'm not hot, CW. I'm just living my life, brother. I'm just doing all the things that they said I couldn't do. And I'm blessed, brother. I'm doing everything that they said I could not do. And I'm throwing it in their face now, CW. CW, not only am I throwing it in their face, it's all over the big screen. CW, it's all over the big screen. Right, brother? It's on the big screen. It's on the big screen, CW. It's all over the big screen. But hey, what do I know? So, yes, Devin Haney's situation and Nair Albright situation, totally two different situations, because I do not think Devin Haney was attacked outside the ring at the Barclays Center, right? I just think he got mopped all over the floor. And that happens. When fighters are dirty, it may happen. Point of reference, Miguel Cotto fought the guy, Margarita. Nigga fought him dirty, he had his hands wrapped, right? He should have filed an assault charge, right? Now that guy went in there with a cast on and physically beat the shit out of him. He never filed no charges, right? He didn't put in for a lawsuit. He just got his lick back. So when I hear these guys talk about what Nair Albright's doing is similar to what Devin Haney doing, negative. Nair Albright was attacked. Yes, I'm gonna say attacked. He was attacked outside the ring, right? It had nothing to do, the contract was over, right? The brothers fought. He fought the brother, he beat him. He was awarded the decision. He upheld his end of the contract, right? He was attacked outside of that now. So he is legally in all, his rights as a contracted worker, right? As a contracted worker, because that's what he is as a professional fighter. Look, want me to go back to the board again for y'all again? Look, as a contract, the C is gonna stand for contract. As a contracted, and the CW, look, CW, but I'm not talking about my guy CW, one of the members of my channel. As a contracted worker, this equals the completion of his contract right here, right? Was the fight, right? He won, right? So he completed his contract. He's celebrating in the locker room, right? Celebrating in the locker room where family members of his opponent physically attacked him. Headbutt. That's assault, right? So yes, he is in all rights, legal if he wants to sue, right? But hey, what do I know, man? How is the content looking now, y'all? That's enough of the board, man. No more board action for y'all, man. That's enough of the board, man. See, I gave that to y'all pro bono. I'm gonna get the board up out of here now. No more board action. We'll roll the board up out of here. Yeah, we'll roll the board up out of here, man. No, y'all can't get the board action, man. But yes, Nair Albright and Rodney Rice, they should sue, right? Because like I said, if he did that, they probably would have took his purse. He probably would have never even got paid, right? He probably would have never got paid. They would have. I'm pretty sure Virginia is just like any other commission. They would have upheld his purse. Because that's a violation, man. That is an unprofessional violation, poor sportsmanship, a whole bunch of shit. But hey, what do I know, man? All right. Let me get to what I really want to talk about now, man. I didn't want to, look, almost 40 minutes of boxing. I talked about these agents, these people that they try to put in position to be whatever, media, whatever, but they don't have it, man. But let's get to the main topic that is this got the internet buzzing, right? I got to switch up the content a little bit, right? Now, Lord Jamal, right? A lot of the bloggers are coming at his helmet, right? Lord Jamal, right, has reunited with Vlad TV, right? And upon doing so, let's stop this. We're gonna put. I might play a little bit of the audio. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe. But I want to talk about this. How is the content looking, y'all? How we looking? Right. Now, man, see, look at some of the headlines right here, right? Look at some of the headlines. Can y'all see these headlines? Y'all see these headlines right here? Right? Y'all see these headlines? Right? Lord Jamal sells out to DJ Vlad being a hypocrite corny, right? I see Gully TV killed him. Here goes mine. Wow, okay, they got me up there. That's what's up. Vlad tells Lord Jamal what led to the apology for misquoting Farrakhan, right? Now, if you remember, I'm just gonna give you a little backstory, right? Um, Vlad TV, many people call him a culture vulture. Thank you, CW. You know, I do what I do, man. I do what I do, man. See, when you're really in the field, it's easy to do a breakdown, right? Right? You CW, look, CW, when you're a boss, right? It's easy to break down instructions, right? That's what bosses do, right? As a boss, right? CW, right? When a boss, right? Who is actually considered a leader, right? You have to lead by example, or you have to be able to explain, right? Right? Don't you have to be able to explain if you need something done, right? And remember when I said that guy was incompetent, right? He was incompetent, right? I'm sounding like my grandfather right now. He's a damn fool, right? I'm a damn fool, man. I'm a damn fool, man. I'm a damn fool. I'm not know what I'm doing, man. I'm a damn fool, man. Incompetent, right? But whenever you are a boss or you are responsible for a task, right? You should know how to do this task, or you should know how to explain how to do the task. I'm a damn fool, right? But yeah, that's neither here nor there, right? But thank you, CW. I appreciate that, right? Um, but yeah, Lord Jamal, right, has reunited with Vlad TV after 5 years. Now, Vlad TV, a lot of people consider him a culture vulture, um, because he has a big platform, but it was built off of the black culture, right? Black culture, right? Lord Jamal, Godfrey, Faison Love, Bootsy. These are a lot of his guests that when he really took over on the internet, they were helpful in him gaining some of the success that he has gained as a blogger, media personality, things of that nature. Now, there was a incident with Farrakhan, and Farrakhan had made a statement, and Vlad TV, being a Russian Jew, took offense to it, and him and Lord Jamal fell out behind this. But Lord Jamal has come back, you know, done an interview with him, and this interview is gaining a lot of traction. Shout out to the 8 that's in the building. Smash the like button. We're cooking. So a lot of the hip hop bloggers, Gully TV. Let me see my guy's name right here. Urban Politics, and even Godfrey. They're calling Lord Jamal a sellout. A sellout, right? Because this guy has gone back to dealing with Vlad. My thing is this, right? Is he a sellout? It all depends on your stance. But as you can see, look, they're not holding back on this. They're not holding back on this. Me personally, we don't know what's going on with Lord Jamal, right? Maybe he needs his motion back, right? Because a lot of times, right, you might fall out with somebody, right? And if what you got going on doesn't pick up, you might have to go back to the person you fell out with. And I think that's what we're seeing with Lord Jamal. That's just my assessment looking in from the outside. And being that we're blogging and talking, I think that's what is taking place. And I think that's why a lot of people are calling him a sellout right now. Right? Especially Godfrey. Because if you don't know, he told Godfrey to not fuck with Vlad. Basically, like, yo, we're not gonna fuck with him. And because Godfrey's another successful podcaster and all that, right? Appreciate that. The midget, appreciate that. Get him, right? Right? he might need help, man. That's why I always tell people, right? And me personally, how I move and groove, right? I always look at myself as an asset to anything that I'm come to the table with. So if a motherfucker feel like they dissing me or what's now, I'm like, I'm good, I'm an asset. I'm not a liability. And I teach that to everybody that I'm in business with, that I mentor. I'm like, always be an asset. Because when you're an asset, and as long as you stay an asset, when people attempt to remove you or discredit you, it won't go far because you have a skill set. You do something. You're not a hang around. Like, quick share. It was a guy, he always wanted to come around. WCS is in here, he watches this, he can tell you, right? It was a fight week, we're working, and everybody has a task, right? Everybody has a task. That's how, if you have a team, make sure that everybody on the team does something or has something to do, right? That way the car, right? I'm talking about it as a car. So you guys can catch. I'm not gonna bring the board back over here, but I'm gonna bring it down. It's like a car. Make sure everybody on the team is a functional part of the car. Somebody might be the engine, somebody might be the transmission, somebody might be the brakes, somebody might be the starter, right? So everybody needs to do something, right? I'm gonna use Earl Spence. Earl Spence to me was a great car. But you know what happened with Earl Spence as a functioning car? He had too many people in his car that had no function, right? And what eventually happened? That car broke down, right? And that's what happens when you have too many people that don't have a function, right? But if everybody has a function, especially that's around you, and they are an asset, right? You will always stay afloat. The car will always be rocking and rolling. You might have to get an oil change, but this is part of maintenance. But a lot of times people don't know that and don't move like that. That's why me personally, when I want to head up with all these content creators, I'm like, yo, you niggas is a bunch of fucking bums. I don't give a fuck how many of you niggas organize together. All you niggas is stalled whips. You not even moving. Shout out to Gumbo. Gumbo said you niggas is two broke down cars trying to make it to the gas station, right? You niggas is trying to make it to the gas station. Not only am I an asset, I'm a locomotive engine. I will run you the fuck over. I'm an asset. I'm saying I have skill sets that I could bring to the table. A lot of you don't bring nothing to the table. You just want to hang around, be around. You don't need that in society, let alone when you are trying to build something. You need people that's coming, that's bringing something. Oh, yo, I'm a spark plug. Boom, come on, get on. Oh, listen, I'm power steering. Come on, get on, right? Oh, I'm an oil filter. Come on, get on, right? These are functioning assets. When you have, oh, I just want to ride. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You just want to ride. You don't even have gas money, right? It's cool. Come get a ride. You got gas money? What are you doing? Or you just come to get a ride? You got to get them just come to get a ride niggas away from you. And oh, I just want to kick it. Kick it where? Go over there, man. Fuck you kicking it for? Hopefully y'all are catching the sauce, man. Hopefully y'all caught that, man. If y'all didn't catch that, man, maybe this will wake y'all up and then y'all can catch it. But yeah, let's get back to Lord Jamar now, right? Lord Jamar, I watched a little bit of the interview. He felt like he was an asset to Vlad, him and Godfrey, which a lot of these guys are. They made Vlad a lot of money. They probably made a lot of money with Vlad. But then when they stepped out on their own, they probably got kind of hard for him, right? So maybe that's another reason why he's back with Vlad, right? Because if you watch the interview, I'm not going to play the interview because Vlad will get your channel straight. I noticed about some of these guys, if you use their content and your channel is monetized, these guys, they strike you because they look at it like, yo, you trying to make money off of them. You won't get me like that, brother. I'm good. I don't make money off of people. Hold on. Hello. All right. All right. About this. No. Okay. All right. And when is the 16th? The 16th. Oh. All right. So what are you gonna do? What are you putting on it? Oh God. Oh my God. All right. All right. I'm on my podcast. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm on my podcast right now. Let me work. I'm on my podcast right now. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Nah. No. No. You don't. No. No. You don't. You are a distraction. You need to be an asset instead of a liability, and that's what I'm talking about right now. All right. Assets versus liabilities, man. Um, but yes, if whenever you are an asset to a situation, you're always gonna be good, man. You are always gonna be good. You always be ahead of the game, man. It's when you become a liability, right? And I think that's what happened with Lord Jamal. He felt like he was an asset, right? But if you watch the interview, right? Vlad said he had Bootsy, right? Look, I got this in the notes. He had Faison, John Sally, right? So he had other people that could replace him. So maybe Vlad didn't see him as an asset, right? So when people don't see you as an asset, right? And look, I'm gonna share a little something with you, right? This is one of the reasons why I always let these clowns on this internet, especially, just think that I'm some media nigga that doesn't do views, right? Because shout out and rest in peace to my moms. My mom's always told me this, right? When people think that you are less than what you are, that's when they show you who they are, right? So when you think that I'm just some guy that comes on YouTube and I had to run in with the clown nigga that yo listen, I will beat the living life out of you, nigga. I will beat you up, man, in real life, in real time, right? But this dude told me I was unsuccessful. Meanwhile, um, I don't even think you ever covered a fight, nigga. Let alone have had a fighter represent your company. But you told me I was unsuccessful. And I just showed another fighter donning my see this right here? Donning this right here, man. Doing this right here, but I was unsuccessful. But that's what happens when people think that they know you or they judge you, right? Now, I went through this similar situation, right? Where I helped assist people, I mentor people, right? And then they get caught up in the smoke and mirrors. Oh, nobody watches and nobody listens. Listen, like I always told my man W. I'm not a content creator, I'm a motion maker. I don't care about content. I put it out because I want to put it out because I have a media company. But to be honest with you, I'd rather invest in construction equipment. I'd rather invest in, shit like that, man. Because I'm about the motion. I'm about the motion, getting to the motion. I'd rather invest in some heavy equipment, something that I can operate. Hello, right? How is the content looking now, man? But always be an asset, never a liability. It's like I was just telling that person right there that I was on the phone with. I was like, yo, I'm on my podcast. It turned into a liability right now. And I'm working, right? I'm working. Be an asset to the situation because whenever you're an asset, There's always work for you. There's always work for you. And you can always, look, now, I'm not going to bring the board back over here, but I'll put it on this. You can always go to a situation with a resume and accolades to show like, yo, I do this. I can do this for you, right? You ever watch some of these guys, they sit around, right? I'm gonna use this for example. A motherfucker tell you, yo, I did this. Post it. You niggas always just talking about what you doing. Can you show me you doing that? Yo, man, I did this. Yo, I was over here. Yo, I did this. Post that shit, nigga. I get it. You see, when it comes to social media, smoke and mirrors, all these guys are good at illusions, right? But can they show you it? Can they show you it, right? Can they show you it, man? Show you me. Let me see. Remember what I used to say last year? Show me your work. Show me your work, man. He said, bring it out. Facts, bring it out, man. Show me your work, man. I like that. Bring it out. Bring it out, man. Bring it out. But yeah, I think Lord Jamal, it started drying up for him, man. And that's why guys is calling him a sellout, man. He had to go back to Vlad. Because Vlad got motion on his internet, man. And he's going to keep it, man. Because now this might get some flack. He's Jewish, man. He's a Jew. The Jews run entertainment, man. You know that, right? They run entertainment, man. The Jews run it, man. Ah, man, he said, I thought I was listening to Jadakiss when I heard your voice. Shout out to Jada, Jason Phillips, right? That's Jada's real name, right? Yeah, shout out to Jada, man. Jada's one of the illest lyricists, but Jada catches a lot of flack, right? Because the real niggas, you know, the real street niggas, they always be like, yeah, that nigga never did no jail time, right? But he always raps about jail shit. But yo, they don't hate on Jada, right? Well, some of them do. But shout out to YL. It's rough up there, man. You ever been to Yonkers? Yonkers is rough, man. Don't get it twisted. It's rough up there, man. He said Sub-Zero stay on jail. Yeah, shout out to Sub, man. Sub's a real nigga, man. Don't listen. I'm gonna share a quick Sub-Zero story, right? Sub is one of those guys, man. Right? He could fight, man. Right? Yo, he could fight, man. See, a lot of times niggas see certain niggas on the internet that talk crazy, and they be like, oh, yo, when I catch that nigga in real life, it's up, right? All right. Niggas thought that about me, right? Yeah, that's why I remind niggas every once in a while. I'll go to the gym, right? I'll go to the gym and I'll be like, yo, listen, I am bloodline, I'm a Jones, man. I'll go to the gym and be like, I talk crazy because I'll get crazy. But yeah, I remember when Sub, right? Yo, I remember when Sub beat up Fendi, right? Yeah, y'all remember that? It was that shit. I ain't gonna pull it up, but I bet you it's still on the internet, man. Yo, Sub beat up Fendi, man. And I was telling dudes, I was like, yo, you niggas be thinking just cause niggas be talking, they not like that, man. I was like, yo, Sub can fight, man. Sub can fight, man. I mean, he's really like that, man. You know, but dudes be thinking it's a game until they get beat up, man. Until they get beat up. He said, Lord Jamal. Yo, listen, he's not finished, man. He's just, you know what it is? He's just, He's gonna get money with Vlad TV once again, man. He's just, you know what it is? He's exposed, man. He's exposed, bro. You know, and that's part of the game. When you're not self-made, you know, this live wasn't about that, but it is about that. When you're not really self-made or self-sufficient, it goes down like that sometimes, man. Right? Vlad TV is the Jew at the end of the day, right? The Jews control entertainment, television, all of that, man. All of that, man. That's why it's like when people be like, oh, yo, I'll cancel you. You get canceled, right? Yeah, you ever seen like a real, damn, I want to say this and be politically correct, like a coward with power. You ever know some of these cowards that got power and they know they got power because they're connected? That's how they do. They be like, yo, I'll cut off your, what do they say? I'll cut off your water. I'll cut your water off, right? And I think that's what was happening to Lord Jamal, right? And he had to go back to the Vlad. He had to go back to Vlad, man. He had to go back to Vlad, man. Right? He had to go back to Vlad. He said Jamal has always been grimy. Damn. Damn, not the honorable righteous black man. Yeah, not the honorable righteous black man. He's the honorable righteous black man. Yo, Mel Groupie said Master's calling. Yeah, man. Shit is real, man. That's why, look, I'm gonna share this. You gotta be like this right here. Listen to what this brother right here said, right? I'm gonna do another video on this, so I'm not gonna use this on the content right now. But you gotta be like this brother right here. Listen to this gem this brother's gonna drop, right? If you can move like this right here in life, I want y'all to pay attention to this gem. Listen to this gem.
They would see me in the fields working. You hear someone yell out, "Man, that's slavery!" And I go, "No, that's money."
That's money.
They didn't understand, you know, that having land is power. Growing your own food. You don't have to answer to anybody. It's power. I could go ahead and go to my field and get whatever I wanted and go home and eat. I didn't worry about, where my food was coming from because I was growing it.
Did y'all catch that, right? See, if you can get your own food, if you can hunt your own food, or you can farm your own land, you ain't got to worry about somebody cutting off your water, right? So Master's calling. It kind of reminds me of Cadillac Records when my man pulled up with the beat up truck and they was clowning him, but he said, yo, I own this truck. I own this truck, man. He said, I own this truck, man. Right? I own this, man. See, brothers got to understand that they got to have ownership, man. Be self-sufficient, be an asset. But he said, I often wish I could save everyone, but I'm a dreamer. Yeah, you can't save everyone, man. You can only save those that want to be saved, man. He said, he hauled Vlad short for the interview, yo. Gary, I don't get that. I don't know what you're saying. But thank you for the comment. See, that's another reason why I said I got to start doing more lives like this, right? Yeah, CW, if you're in here, good brother, right? Look how active the chat is, CW. CW, do you see how active the chat is? Right? Now, when I come on here and I do boxing live streams, and I am a boxing player, I just showed that. I had a future world champion donning my brand, right? The chat don't even be this active. It don't even be this active, CW. And that's why I told you, the boxing YouTube community is smoke and mirrors. Jealous fans, just crabbing the buckets, man. Now look, I'm not even really a hip hop blogger, but look at the engagement in the chat, CW. Pay attention to that, man. He said they still got Cassie News. She's freaky website, still up there to this day. Well, Cassidy, speaking of Cassidy, right? Thank you for that comment. Didn't they say that she was really trying to get with Jigga too. She's like any, listen, fuck it, we on that type of time right now. She's like any other whore, right? Respectfully, right? She's a whore, right? A lot of these women are like that. They're whores, man. She goes after the catches, man. You know, right? He said, yeah, he had on them Vlad shorts that Vlad made. Damn. You talking about Lord Jamal? Damn. He said, man, where the yellow bones at up north? The yellow bones? The yellow bones was out yesterday. Yesterday was the Puerto Rican Day Parade. They was all out, man. Boricua! Boricua! Manhattan was rocking yesterday, man. They was out, man. What is your name? The World Above? They was out yesterday. All up and down. All up and down Manhattan, all the way to Harlem. It was rocking last night. Boricua! Boricua! Look. Boricua! It was out, man. He said these hoes, they for everybody. Facts, man. Facts. We love the red bones. Yes, we all do. Red bones, listen, man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Rest in peace to Fife Dog, man. I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Name is ShaNewz from the Zulu Nation. Yeah, we like them all, man. We don't discriminate. What's that Lil Wayne song? Cause we like her, and we like her too. Right? We like them all, man. We don't discriminate, man. We don't discriminate. We like, we like them all over here, man. And look, LL Cool Sha. The ladies love Sha too, man.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tulu I'm a top rank knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk ShaNewz.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Yes, you know the vibes. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, man? But yeah, man. Lord Jamal, he had to go back, man. My man said he had to get back with Massa. He said he had to get back with Massa. But maybe if Lord Jamal was hunting and had his own source of food, land, he wouldn't have to get with Massa. Right? But when Massa controls your water and he can turn off your faucet, sometimes you gotta play ball, right? You gotta play ball, right? You gotta play ball, man. But man, they are eating him up right now, calling him all kind of sellouts, right? He's a sellout. But look, if you think about it, right, he's no different from a lot of these other guys that sell out, man. That's why I don't really fuck with a lot of niggas, man. Because niggas be power to the people, revolution, right? But when it's time to do some revolutionary shit, man, it's like, I'm gonna get you sucker. Remember when he said, I'm gonna get you sucker? He said, yo, we all rallied up and, you know, got together to march. The brothers went in there and came out with jobs. yeah, they came out with jobs. Yeah, maybe Lord Jamal's going back with Vlad because he needs that job back, man. Right? When he was on Vlad, right? He probably was getting paid, man. Right? Is that a fair assessment? Right? Because see, a lot of, I don't know, man. Because I never been a part of that, man. Like even though I have a brand and do my thing, I never really tried to like partner up with a nigga and they had to pay me, right? Because that's how I look at it. I think like a lot of times, and this is why I like what Dame Dash spoke about, like having your own, investing in your own, right? Because a lot of times when you don't put up your own money or you're not matching funds with somebody and they are the sole provider, this is what happens, man. Like, I think me too, right? And I'm noticing this because I do have people that I fuck with, but a lot of times I think my brand and my mentality scares a lot of people because they see that I'm on my bullshit. I'm good with a partnership, right? If we could be partners or we could, you know, get it together, I'm good with that. But a lot of times I notice this, especially with millionaire type of people, they want to control the whole thing, right? They'll feed you, right? You hear what I said? They'll feed you. Where me personally, I'm good. You don't have to feed me. I can hunt. I'm cut from that cloth. I'm a taker, right? My family, we take. We're gonna get it in blood. I'll take it. You know, a lot of my cousins and relatives that are incarcerated or were incarcerated, they will take us. Yeah. Podcast, yeah. Yeah. They would take us, man. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Hey, I'll put you on. Yeah, do the podcast. The brother wanted to see the podcast. See? Y'all catch that source right there? Yeah, but my family, they would take us, man. They would take us, man. They gonna take that shit, man. You know? So I think even though I didn't go that route, or maybe in my younger years, I did what I had to do, right? Like shout out to Joe Danny. Joe Danny said, "Yeah, I did what I had to do, right?" Yeah, I did what I had to do, right? Right? But I think a lot of times, right? And when you're aggressive, when you're overly aggressive, what I notice about rich people or people that have power, they like passive, they like sheep, right? A lot of these guys, right, that are in position, these gatekeeper motherfuckers, they're wolves too, but they like to deal with sheep. They don't like to deal with another wolf, right? And me personally, right, I think Lakey the Kid said this in an interview, right? Lakey said, yeah, Lakey did say it. Lakey said, yo, I'm a lion, right? I'm not around other lions worrying about if I'm gonna get eaten or not, right? That's a sheep's mentality, right? That's the truth, man. But I think a lot of times these people that's in power, they're lions, but they like to deal with sheep, right? Because I remember many years ago in the boxing game, right? When I would go to some of these functions and they used to get mad, they used to be like, yo, you're too aggressive. Because I would take over. I would literally take over. And I'm like, yo, what do you mean I'm aggressive? I was like, yo, I'm talking to an aggressive fighter, right? Right? Fuck. I'm supposed to be passive. I'm supposed to be like, excuse me, can you pass the Grey Poupon? Right? Listen, I'm talking to a man that physically beats people up for a living. He's aggressive. He's the alpha male. How am I supposed to talk to him, right? I'm supposed to be a sucker, right? But that's what they like. And if you look, these are the agents that they're putting in place. These punks. They like a punk, man. Right? I'm not a punk, man. I wasn't raised by punks, man. But that's what the game has boiled down to. CW said facts. He said, I know black. You know black? I know black. You Dominican. Ya tu sabe. Ya tu sabe? ¿Cómo está? Mi gente. I Dominican too. You don't know? And you don't know? And you don't know? The Dominicans are Caribbeans, and you don't know? I'm a black Dominican too. You don't know that? Ya tu sabe. Ya tu sabe. He said, get on that Olive Garden to call me, and calm my nerves. Yo, Olive Garden, yo, my daughter's like Olive Garden. When she graduated last year to go into middle school, that's where she wanted to go. Who's the best barber in that neighborhood? My cousin. Shout out to Prince. My cousin Prince. He's the best. He's the best. I don't go to him no more because as you can see, look, I'm just wolfing it out, man. I'm growing it out, man. I'm in the wilderness right now. I'm in the wilderness, man. Right? He said, got diabetes, can't eat nothing no more. Yo, my guy right here has that too, but he's doing a lot better. You got to get on your vegan kick, man. My guy right here has diabetes.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Source. Source Experience. But what? What do I know? Got it.
Yo, listen. All he had to do, if you're really a diabetic, right? Zach, the midget, switch up your eating habits. You'll be all right. You'll be all right, man. Eat a lot of salmon, a lot of fish, right? Get away from the processed foods, right? Get away from the processed foods. Eat a lot of fish, a lot of green leafy vegetables. Eat your peanuts and shit like that. You'll be straight. Looking like Ari Spears in the fit. Oh, you got jokes. Damn. Let me see. Do I look like Ari? I'll take that, man. Ari Spears. Ari Spears got the raccoon shit underneath his eye. I don't got that, man. I sleep good at night, man. Yes, no white rice, too. Quinoa. Get you some quinoa. Damn. So that was the first. I usually hear Beetlejuice. I usually hear Beetlejuice a lot, man. But Ari Spears, I sleep good at night, though, man. I don't have them black shits underneath my eyes, man. Yeah, no white rice, too, man. Correct. No white rice, man. The white rice turns into sugar, man. But yeah, you just, eat a lot of leafy green vegetables, right? And, stay away from the processed food. He said, not you, your man with the diabetes you showed. Oh, Joe Dini? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me pull up Joe Dini again, man. Let me see. Hold on, man. That was Joe Dini, man. Joe Dini can fight, man. Hold on.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Source.
Nah.
Source Experience. But what? What do I know? Got it.
No, you think so, man? I don't know. I don't see Ari Spears. That's Joe Dini. But Joe Dini's he's getting in shape again, man. He stopped drinking. He hasn't had no alcohol. Because he was a wine drinker, man. Wine does that to you too, man. Wine to do that to you too, man. Here he is right here too, man. There goes Joe Dini, man. Oh, Joe Dini. Right? That's the baddest man right there, man. That nigga right there can fight, man. That nigga's a Jones on the low. See? Y'all that know Crawford is a Jones, man. Stay out them prisons, facts. Crawford is a Jones, man. I remember talking to his moms, and his moms was like, Crawford is a Jones, man. Right? That nigga could fight, man. That's a fighting nigga right there, man. I told everybody he was gonna whoop Earl Spencer's ass, man. I just knew it, man. Yeah, I've been around both of them, man. I've been around both of them, man. I was like, they got mad at me when I said it. I was like, I just know fighters, man. I was like, I just know fighters, man. I just knew he was gonna whoop EJ out, man. I tried to save him, man. I tried to, man. Yeah, I tried to save him. Yeah, he hurt my soul too, brother. Lord Jamal went out, man. Yeah, he went out, man. But yo, man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know? You don't know that man's situation, man. You know? We don't know his situation, man. Look, I'm telling you, see, money will do that, man. Money is the root of all evil, man. You know, Vlad gave him a couple dollars, man. Yo, Vlad gave him a couple dollars for that interview, man. Yo, Vlad gave him a couple dollars. He did sell Godfrey. Yeah. He said they used to jack them starter jet facts. Yo, let me get on that real quick. See what he said? I talked about that maybe a couple months ago, right? I had a starter jacket, right? I had a couple of them. And when I had them, they was getting robbed for them. And I remember my mother, rest in peace to my mother, right? My mother said if I got my starter jacket stolen, it was up, right? It was up. I had the Chicago Bulls. I had a couple of them, right? But the one I had a Bulls one. They was stealing them shits. And my mother told me, if I get my starter jacket stolen, I had one of those, right? Remember the 8-ball jackets? Those were getting stolen too. I had an 8-ball leather. I had a lot of different stuff. But my mom's always laid that law down. Yo, if you get your jacket stolen, just know, whoever took it from you, you're gonna feel the wrath from me. So that was always my mentality. Niggas wasn't taking my shit. I had to go home at night, man. Yeah, I was more scared of my mother than any nigga in the streets, man. Yeah, I swear I was. I had to live with my mother, right? I had to live with my mother. And my mother put that instilled that fear in me. So niggas wasn't taking my shit, but I seen a lot of people get their shit taken, man. He said I used to steal my older cousin's clothes in front of school. A lot of people did that, man. I used to do that, but I didn't have to. Like I said, you know, I was kind of, I don't want to say spoiled, but I was alright, man. I mean, I was alright. I was my grandmother's favorite. I was one of the favorites, so I always got what I wanted, man. He said 1% sell out. Yes, they do, man. It's a lot of sellouts, man. Yo, listen, some of the most successful people, right, that you see on social media or on TV, they're sellouts, man. That's just they you know what they have to do. That's their role. He said the world is a ghetto. Yes, it is. A big ghetto. It's a big ghetto. Yeah, what the Scarface said? I want everything in the world, Chico. The whole world. The whole world. The world is a ghetto, man. He said trading them stocks on Bitcoin got me paid. All right. Maybe you should do a class, man. Spread the wealth, man. Spread the wealth, man. Spread the wealth, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. I'm gonna do more of these lives, man. I was telling my guy, CW is one of my executive producers. See, CW, if you're still in here, are you seeing how active the chat is, CW? CW, look how active the chat is. I just want you to see that, good brother. There's 10 people in here right now, right? But look how active the chat is, CW. This is why I tell you I can't keep wasting my time talking about boxing, because the boxing YouTube community are haters. They're jealous fans. The topics don't really trend. They steal your content. Then they're sitting your thing, won't even comment. Then the other ones, they'll slide through every once in a while, try to pop out like they're doing something. They don't do nothing. CW, these guys don't do nothing, right? I'm still waiting for these guys to step out like this. I'm still waiting for these guys to step out like this. I'm still waiting for these guys to step out like this. I'm still waiting for these guys to step out like this, man. You know, all these guys are players, right? Yeah, they're all players with no motion, right? Where's their motion at, man? These niggas sit around and tell stories.
I'm a real one. I'm here. I'm waiting. I've been beaten in the amateurs. I've taken L's before. We haven't taken L's in years, bro. Because we perfected the game. You know, and when we're in the ring, we're not just fighting and you know, just beating people up. We're outclassing them. We're finessing them. You know what I mean? As my trainer said in that game, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose. He never said strong fighters win, weak fighters lose. fast fighters win, slow fighters win, smart fighters win, dumb fighters.
Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
No, I'm down here all night, Sean.
Oh, okay.
What about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here.
What's going on, Coach? What we looking like? What we looking like, Coach?
Gave the audience 7 rounds of a boxing clinic.
That's right.
8 rounds took them out.
That's right. Yo. Yo, John, over here. In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Missy girl.
Hey.
Here.
Shout out Showtime ShaNewz, y'all. This is Kyle and Hyman.
Yes, CW, man. That's why I can't keep talking boxing. Because like I said, I've been showing it on a high level for so long. For so long, man. For so long. Yeah, there they go, right? For so long, right? And all these guys that sit online and talk boxing every day, all day, they still haven't shown nothing. They come on with stories, man. Show me your story, man. Show me your story, man. You know, show me your story, man. My receipts are stamped and certified all over the game, man. These guys, it's another year, man. But now my kids got the receipts.
What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere there's a beach nearby, I love to go there. Relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, get my feet dirty. Yeah, go out, stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water. Sharks and stuff in there, I don't mess with that. Alright? Hey, look at my height. For sure, man.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best in Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LA as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know. Nice. 1, 2. Bring them back to the castle. Back to the castle. Yeah, move around. Yeah. 1, 2. Back to the castle. Yeah, work. Bring them back up. You gotta bring your hands back up, though.
Yes, man. But yo, Lord Jamal, man. Damn. Brand Nubian. All for one. Brand Nubian. All for one. Brand Nubian. They said my man Lord Jamal sold out, man. Damn, Lord. Damn, brother. Yeah, that's my baby, man. That's Coach Reen. Coach Reen is the truth, man. Coach Reen is the stepper. Look, that's Coach Reen right there, man.
Oh my gosh, it's sweating. Down, Narina. Down, Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous? Or that?
Work, Chris. Work, body. Nice. Good body shot. Good body shot, Chris. Good body shot.
Yes, that's Coach Reen, man. Coach Reen is a real live stepper. Coach Reen has way more experience than half of these grown men and women that sit online talking boxing every day.
Setting it up, Coach. All right, let your heart go. Now let your heart go.
Yes, oh man, don't say that, man. Yo, listen, man. Yo, Chuck D's from the hood, man. Strong Island, where I got a wildin'. Strong Island. Yo, shout out to Chuck D and Public Enemy, man. Damn, he said Chuck D's or so. Damn, Public Enemy. Damn, man. Male gossip is a disease. Wow, man. Damn, he said Chuck D. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, the world above. Appreciate that, man. Damn, not Chuck D, man. But yeah, they been said that about PE, right? Yeah. Now, man, yeah, listen, man. I think anytime you're in the music industry, you gotta sell out, man. Cause don't remember, right? Yo, this is for my male groupies and disease, right? Public Enemy came on the scene after NWA, man. Yeah, Public Enemy came on the scene after NWA, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. He said, damn. He said, yeah. Chuck been saying foul things the last 5 years. Damn, man. Chuck D, man. Damn. Chuck D, man. Chuck is from Strong Island, man. Roosevelt, man. Strong Island, where I got a wild. Yo, Chuck D fathered a lot of styles, man. East Coast rap styles, man. I mean, Cam and them looked up to him, the Dipset, you know, Chuck D, man. But damn, you saying Chuck D's, damn, hurt my heart. Nation of Millions was my shit, man. Yeah, listen, they had bangers, man. Public Enemy had bangers, man. Like Night of the Living Basshead, they had bangers, man. Word is born, they had bangers, man. Yeah, they had bangers, man. Yeah, he said Dame Dash had to sell everything. Oh, man. Yeah, they put the squeeze on Dame, man. They put that's why the industry ain't shit, bro. The industry is the industry, man. You would think that all the people that Dame fucked with him, but you see how everybody turned on him. Cam fronted on him, right? Jim Jones fronted on him. Nori fronted on him. Look, that's what they do, man. Remember Nori fronted on him? He said, peace out, Sauce, let's celebrate. Great live, man. Thank you so much, C-Dub. C-Dub, I told you, man. Look, C-Dub, I tried to tell you, man. The boxing shit is smoke and mirrors, man. Boxing is smoke and mirrors. Boxing live streams consist of the Do the Right Thing crew of niggas, right? A bunch of niggas that they're jealous of your success, but they talk about fighters and things in boxing that you're a part of, but they don't want to talk about you because they're jealous of you, man. They're jealous, man. But yeah, Dame, man, I talked about Dame, man. I said, damn, if all those people looked out for him or threw him something, he wouldn't have to sell everything. But I think a lot of times when the industry especially, right, if you start helping people that are on that list, that are on the cancel list, you get canceled, man. You get canceled. Because why did all these guys front on Dame? Right? Maybe they couldn't wait for Dame to fall off, man. They couldn't wait for Dame to fall off. The front on him, man. This is a cold, wicked game out here, man. This is a cold, wicked game, man. He said, want to see you next time. Appreciate you, Gary. Subscribe to the channel, man. Look, on your way out, Gary, I'll give you I'll give you some rump shakers, man. Man. Yeah, salute the midget, man. He said, good show, man. Yeah, don't be a stranger, man. I'm gonna start doing more of these, man, on trending topics, man. I'm gonna still do the boxing content. I'm gonna still do the boxing content, but I'm gonna do more of those. Yeah, The Sopranos. The Sopranos was an ill series. Yo, speaking of series, did y'all catch the first BMF? Did y'all catch the first BMF? Yo, for those of y'all that caught it, right? This is the last season. Yo, you see how they're showing the beef between Meech and Southwest T? You see how they're showing that shit? That was all true. But damn, it looked like Meech sold his soul to the devil. Did y'all catch that, right? Dimitri. Remember in Mexico, like he sold his soul to the devil, man. It looked like Big Meech, according to the show, right? When he got bit by the snake in the desert out there, he sold his soul to the devil. You know what that gave me the vibes of? You guys ever watch City of God? That's one of my favorite movies. That's one of my favorite movies, City of God, right? That scene in the first season of the last season of BMF reminds me of the City of God. Remember when Little Z sold his soul to the devil to take over the City of God, right? He sold his soul to the devil and got down with the devil, and the devil said, yo, I'm gonna give you power, but you always gotta wear my necklace, and you can't have sex with my necklace on. Remember? That's what that reminded me of, man. I seen that, I was like, oh, they on some City of God shit. He told me you're gonna be the biggest. Yeah, man. But how is the content looking now, man? I'm about to wrap it up too. I was trying to stay on for 2 hours. I was gonna stay on for 2 hours, man. But I think, I have been on for 2 hours. Behind the scenes over here, I've been on for 1 hour and 56. Cause I wanna, while I got the booth and everything, I wanna do my pre-recorded videos real quick. But shout out to everybody that came through, that had the chat lit. You guys are gonna have the boxing community, all of the fake agents and the jealous fans of the boxing community upset. You're also gonna have the people who've been trying to shadow ban my channel and discredit me as a content motion maker upset too, because I always told them how fake and how you are trying to place people in position that can't even hold a cup of tea. Yeah, they can't even hold a cup of tea, man. Now I've been on for almost 1 hour and 40 minutes on the StreamYard. I did not put the link out once. I don't have a whole bunch of people on here chucking and jiving, talking about a whole bunch of nothing. I carried the show. And from the looks of the chat and the engagement, people were interested. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? I know I'll be at the gym tonight. I will be at the gym tonight, man. If anybody has an issue or a grievance and you want to pull up to the gym, by all means, pull up, man. I'll be there tonight. You know? But if you do have a grievance and an issue, bring your gloves. But Lord Jamal, the word is out on you, brother. They're saying you are a sellout. They said you are a sellout, Lord Jamal. It's unfortunate that they are calling you that, but it is what it is. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I'm going to tie that in with this video that I am about to make. I'm going to do my pre-recorded videos while I'm here. But once again, salute to the chat. Thank you for everybody pulling up, engaging in the comments. Gotta do this again, man. Source experience, man. How is the content looking now, man? And congratulations to Transformer Troy Osley, also the Mason brothers. This week is Africa's week, man. I don't think I'm going to the fights. I always say that, and then I end up at the fights, right? I always say that. I'll be like, yo, I'm not going, right? And then I always end up at the fights, right? But this Saturday, Hula Theater, Brooklyn's own, Richard Hitchens, Africa, is in action, Hula Theater, right? Then the following week, Jersey, man. Co-main event, Jihad Tucker, man. This guy right here, first time co-main event. Newark Prudential Center, Jihad Tucker.
You know the vibes, another day in the office. All-star right here. You know, another day in the office. School you. That's right, all-star, Braun. Yeah, another day in the office. We just getting that work. Yeah. Road to Greatness. J Prince Boxing, Top Rank, ESPN. You know the vibes. Yeah.
Quick story real quick, right? June 21st, Jihad Tucker will be the co-main event at the Prudential Center. Co-main event, man. He went from being an undercard, maybe the first couple of bats, to the co-main, man.
Zaga, Master.
Yo, man, I was so sorry, man. We in books and shit now.
Oh, man, what's that feeling like, man? First press conference, you're walking out, the people are noticing you, saying, yo, he's in that book. Man. What's that feeling like, man?
You know, it feels good, man. You know, I actually want to get it going for this fight and get out the way, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. But, yo, just describe that first press conference, 2 days out. You was on the main stage, Q&A. What was that like, man?
It was fire, it was real fire. Shout out Top Rank, shout out Bob Barrow, man. Shout out Source Coach, RJ Prince, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And we here, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep being here, we're gonna keep going up.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Yeah, we still sluming, man.
Yeah, man.
Up and down, man. We here.
Man. Prudential Center, you see where it's at, downtown Newark. Shakur Stevenson card. Yo, everybody was talking about my man was in there.
Man, look, co-main event, man. Shout out to Jihad Tucker and the growth in his career. He is co-main event, June 21st, 2 weeks out almost, right? But shout out to him, continued success and growing and building and marching. I told y'all a long time ago, coming back to the city of Cowboy. Yeehaw!
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy. Toss her off a home of seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! But yes, how is the content looking now, man? This is the Source Experience, the news by ShaNewz. Never be afraid to stand alone. And do what you do, man. Put your work in. Get your receipts up, right? Get your receipts in. Put that work in. And then throw it in their face, man. Throw it in their face, man.
Yo, this is Jack O'Fitz. I'm here with the victorious coach and the new. That's right, man. Yeah, just speak on it, man. You always talked about greatness with your son, man. Fights. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, he was in the building tonight, man. Yeah, we was in the stands, man. A lot of people said that after what they seen, what he did to Coleman, that Lomachenko might be a little nervous, man. What's your thoughts on that, man? Yeah, man, we're gonna capture it, you know? My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't sharing it yet? It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! And shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you, all you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind, you let off, and guess what? They gonna, oh, you're born winner.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Sauce experience.